Nike has just made one of the boldest and most shocking moves in recent sports marketing history, as they officially announced Ayala as their new brand ambassador in women's tennis. But what's even more jaw-dropping is that the sports giant didn't choose to sign world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka or world number 2 Iga Świątek, both of whom are among the most dominant players in tennis today. Instead, Nike has placed its bet on the rising superstar from the Philippines, Ayala, and this decision is shaking up the entire tennis world. Ayala's deal with Nike has been the subject of rumors for a while now, but it was only yesterday that Nike made the partnership official with an exclusive event at their headquarters. This event was held in the newly opened Ayala Gallery, an entire section dedicated to her iconic moments in tennis, marking a historic milestone not only for Ayala, but also for the sport of tennis in Southeast Asia. Nike's treatment of Ayala shows just how highly they value her potential, making it clear that they see her as not just another athlete, but as the future of women's tennis. What makes this partnership so extraordinary is the treatment Nike has given to Ayala from the start. This is not just about a typical endorsement deal where an athlete wears the brand's gear. Nike went all out, creating an entire gallery inside their headquarters that showcases Ayala's most iconic moments in tennis. These moments are framed and hung on the walls as a tribute to everything she has accomplished at such a young age. This is no small gesture. Nike is celebrating Ayala's journey in a way they rarely do for any athlete, let alone one so early in their career. On top of the gallery, Nike has designed a custom pair of shoes specifically for Ayala, a deeply personal and symbolic gesture to show how valued she is. This custom footwear represents much more than just a product. It's a statement, a message from Nike that they're fully invested in Ayala's future, and they're willing to go the extra mile to make her feel truly special. And the deal itself is just as remarkable. The reported worth of the contract is an astounding $45 million over 3 years, with performance incentives that could push the total value even higher. But what truly sets this deal apart from other endorsement arrangements is the role that Ayala is being given within the Nike ecosystem. She's not simply being paid to wear Nike gear on the court. Nike is positioning her as the official face of the brand across Southeast Asia. This means Ayala will be featured in custom outfits, global promotional campaigns, and given a level of visibility that is usually reserved for the absolute elite athletes in Nike's roster. The reason behind this bold move becomes clearer when you take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Nike has been watching Ayala closely for some time now, and what they saw convinced them that she represents something truly rare in the world of sports. Ayala's rise has been nothing short of meteoric. Her ability to generate excitement wherever she competes is unlike almost anything else in the sport right now. She's not just a tennis player, she's a cultural phenomenon, especially in the Philippines and the broader Southeast Asian region. For millions of people, Ayala is a symbol of pride and possibility, someone they can look up to and dream big. Nike recognized that Ayala represents a once-in-a-generation opportunity, and they weren't alone in seeing her potential. Both New Balance and Adidas were aggressively pursuing her as well, and Nike knew the competition was fierce. Losing Coco Gauff to New Balance was a costly mistake for Nike, as Gauff went on to become one of the most marketable and celebrated athletes in the sport. Nike wasn't going to make the same mistake again. They saw the writing on the wall, and when the opportunity with Ayala presented itself, they acted fast, coming to the table with everything they had. But here's where the story takes a dramatic turn, one that has left the tennis world in shock. While Nike is rolling out the red carpet for Ayala, showering her with attention, custom shoes, and a massive endorsement deal, they've been treating their existing star, Aryna Sabalenka, in a completely different way. This contrast between the two athletes' treatment is so stark that it's hard to ignore. Sabalenka is the world number 1. She's a multiple Grand Slam champion. She's been with Nike for years and has achieved things that only a select few players in tennis history have managed. But despite all of this, When Sabalenka went to Nike asking for a custom outfit, something that would reflect her status as the top player in the world, the company told her no. Yes, you heard that right. Nike flat out refused to provide her with the custom treatment she asked for. The world number one, a player who has dominated the sport and amassed countless accolades, was told she wasn't worthy of a custom outfit by the very same brand that just created an entire gallery for a young rising star and handed her a $45 million deal.
And yeah, unfortunately next season it's not gonna be that special for me, but exactly.
This stark contrast in treatment is a slap in the face to Sabalenka and has raised many eyebrows in the tennis world. It begs the question, why would Nike choose to lavish so much attention on Ayala while seemingly disregarding Sabalenka, despite her being at the pinnacle of the sport? Reports have surfaced that the relationship between Sabalenka and Nike has been quietly deteriorating for some time now. The first signs of trouble came after Sabalenka's controversial comments following Coco Gauff's victory at Roland Garros, which reportedly caused discomfort for Nike, a brand that is incredibly cautious about its public image. Being associated with any controversy was something Nike didn't want, and it marked the beginning of a visible shift in how they treated their world number one. But it didn't stop there. Sabalenka's high-profile defeat to Madison Keys at the US Open added more tension to the situation. And then came the incidents surrounding the WTA Finals, which reportedly pushed the relationship to the breaking point. There were troubling allegations about Sabalenka's behavior toward her opponents, including serious claims about how she conducted herself after her loss to Aryna Sabalenka in the final. If these allegations are true, they represent the kind of negative association that Nike works hard to avoid. And it seems like the brand has been distancing itself from Sabalenka in a deliberate and public way ever since. Sabalenka herself has confirmed that Nike will no longer be producing custom dresses for her, which is a huge blow to her image as a top athlete. Sources close to the situation suggest that Sabalenka has been reaching out to Nike in an attempt to salvage the relationship, but from all indications, the partnership is heading in a negative direction. Unless something drastic changes, it looks like the relationship between Nike and Sabalenka may not survive the rest of the season. In the end, Nike's decision to sign Ayala while distancing itself from Sabalenka shows just how ruthless and calculating the world of sports marketing can be. Nike sees Ayala as the future, and they are willing to bet big on her potential, not just as a tennis player, but as a global icon. Meanwhile, Sabalenka, despite her success and achievements, seems to be caught in the fallout of controversies and shifting priorities within Nike. The contrast between the two athletes' treatment couldn't be more pronounced, and it's a story that will continue to unfold in the coming months. As for Ayala, this is just the beginning of what promises to be an extraordinary journey with Nike. With the full force of one of the world's most powerful brands behind her, there's no telling how far she can go. For now, Ayala is Nike's shining star in the world of women's tennis, and they're making sure everyone knows it.